the 5 books that Moses wrote are summed up as the law of Moses. Okay.
So we're speaking about Genesis
to Deuteronomy. Yes.
We are talking about Jesus.
Yes, yes.
Na tumeona kwamba alipoulizwa swali na Pilate about the governor, amesema swali lilikuwa, are you the king of the Jews?
Yeah.
And he answered and said,
as you have said. Yes.
But when he was being accused by the chief priests and the elders, he answered nothing.
Yeah.
To the point that Pilate akamuuliza, do you not hear how many things they testify against you? But he answered him not a word. So that the governor marveled greatly.
Yeah, akashindwa ai. Huyu mtu haongei.
Welcome. I will be your host today. My name is Francis Kenji. I'm born again and I love Jesus Christ. He's my personal savior. Today, I'm going to cover the topic that the Messiah was to be silent before his accusers. I have my brother, but before ni tuingie kwa topic, nataka introduce, then we enter into a topic today.
Thank you very much, Francis.
Karibu, my brother.
James is my name.
Yeah.
I am born again. I am Christ's ambassador here on earth.
You?
I'm very well.
Unaendelea?
Mimi naendelea vizuri.
Kila mara tukitengeneza episode, unasemaga you are Christ's ambassador here on earth. What do you mean by that?
I am a representative of Christ here on earth.
So you are convinced?
Convinced
that you are representing Christ on earth.
I am representing him here on earth.
Love the confidence. So tumekuwa tukikava a series that Jesus is the Christ. And what we have been trying to do is to prove from the prophecies that were given before by the prophets in the scriptures concerning the Christ, trying to prove if Jesus fit the descriptions.
Very true.
And so far so good, tunaweza cover a lot. And sijui nini unaweza kusaidia kukumbuka about the series tumecover before we enter to our topic today.
There's something that I was reading the other day, and it helped me to actually even understand what we are really talking about even much deeper. Because this was coming from Jesus himself. Imagine on what we have just been talking about. And maybe before we get into our topic, could we just read something? Acha tu tusome kitu hapo. Hebu tuende kwa kitabu cha Luke. Luke chapter number 24. Yeah. Luke chapter 24. Wacha tuanze hapo verse number 44. 44 to 46.
Luke 24.
44 to 46.
Then he said to them.
Who is this speaking? Now it is Jesus. Remember, this is after the episode where he was with the disciples who were headed to Emmaus.
Then he said to them. Now the two disciples
yes.
to Emmaus. These are the words which I spoke to you while I was still with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses,
which were written in the law of Moses,
and the prophets,
and the prophets,
and the Psalms,
concerning me. So there were things that Jesus is telling these disciples that were written in the law of Moses, the prophets, and the Psalms that concerned him.
Jesus is speaking to the two disciples ambao wanaelekea Emmaus.
Yes.
Na hii ni baada ya yeye kuwa amekufa na
amefufuka. Yes.
Then natuambia the 44. Then he said to them, now the two disciples headed to Emmaus. These are the words which I spoke to you while I was still with you. Now that's what I want first to understand. Which word had he spoken to them while he was still with them? Now to show me the next.
Now he had always been talking to them about what is written in the scriptures. Okay, so he was explaining to them the scriptures, and now after this, he's now telling them. Now you see what has happened is actually what I've just been telling you about. So he's now coming at this point and telling them that this part of now what was written about him was actually his resurrection part. But there are many other things that were written both in the law of Moses, in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning him. Okay?
But now we are talking about Jesus.
We are talking about Jesus. Remember, this is Jesus. Actually, it is Jesus himself who is speaking these words.
What Jesus is saying is that Moses wrote about him. The prophets wrote about him. And
the Psalm
wrote about him. Wow. And he opened their understanding. Now, the understanding of the two disciples, that they might comprehend the scriptures.
That they may comprehend the scriptures. Is that verse 40?
That is what the verse 45. Jesus is opening their understanding.
Yes.
That they may comprehend
the scriptures. That the scriptures.
Now, the scripture here we are talking about
the law of Moses, the prophets, and the Psalms.
Oh, so he is opening their eyes.
Yes.
So that they can understand what was spoken about him. What was spoken is about him.
Yes. What he's saying. Yes. That's basically what he's saying.
46. Then he said to them, thus it was written, and thus it was necessary for the Christ to suffer and to rise from the dead the third day.
The third day. I think that's only up to verse number 46. Basically, what we want to see here is that Jesus himself confirms
he is the Christ.
He is the Christ.
And he said that whatever was written in the law of Moses, the prophets, and the Psalms
concerned him.
That was powerful. Ati ya kwamba Yesu mwenyewe hata bila kuangalia all the prophecies, because what we have been doing here ni kwamba tulikuwa tukiangalia the prophecies na tunaangalia kama ina apply kwa maisha ya Yesu.
Exactly.
But tumepata maneno ya Yesu mwenyewe akiconfirm ya kwamba whatever Moses said about Christ, whatever Psalms say about Christ, whatever the prophets wrote about Christ, they were speaking about me.
And you may have realized that in our series, we have actually been getting information from the law of Moses, the Psalms, and actually the prophets, proving that in all those descriptions fit Jesus himself.
Now, when you're talking about the Psalms, you understand, but kuna words mbili ambazo zimetajwa hapa. The law of Moses and the prophets. Starting with the prophets, we are talking about the writings of
the prophets. Yes.
What about the law? Are we speaking about the law given to Moses? What are we speaking about? Because when you're talking about the law, na feel kama mtu mwingine atadhani naongea kuhusu the commandments.
The 5 books of Moses, the 5 books that Moses wrote, are summed up as the law of Moses. Okay.
So we're speaking about Genesis to
Deuteronomy. Yes. The law of Moses.
So Genesis to Deuteronomy tunapata mahali Moses ameongea kuhusu Christ.
And actually in this series, if you can peruse back through, you'll be able to see that we have actually been able to read places that actually are written about him. And we have done an in-depth into that.
That's a good one. I hope that my viewers utaweza kurudi nyuma kwa zile series tumekava, uzipitie uone ya kwamba tumejaribu sana to make sure kwamba tuna prove without a doubt from the scriptures and from the epistle and letters ya kwamba Jesus is truly the Christ.
Sure.
So I think tutaendelea zaidi hapo na recap, then utaenda nyuma uone the episode ambazo ziko nyuma. So today tuna cover about the Messiah was to be silent before his accusers.
Very true.
Let me ask you a question. Umejipata mahali uko falsely accused? Kuna kitu maybe kazini kwa maisha yako na unakuwa falsely accused. Unajua kwamba hiyo ni uongo. What did you do at that time?
There are instances where you learn from Jesus. Actually there are instances when the accusation, you are not actually able to say anything. You just keep quiet. It is not that you are admitting that you are actually rightly accused, but it's like you have no words even to explain that you have nothing to do with whatever accusation that is coming across.
Haitafanya ukae kama umekubali ya kwamba you are guilty. When you are being falsely accused and you are silent, then when you wanakushitaki, sina feel kama wana win the case because it's like you are agreeing ya kwamba kile wanasema ni kweli.
You see, there are instances where you actually have no words. Hauna maneno yenye unaweza kwa hiyo accusation. I mean, labda you don't even know what the accusation is. So what will you now answer to? Sijui ama unajiona hapo, you are in a position where you don't even have words to explain what the accusation is all about. So you are only silent, because you opening your mouth will actually be like engaging the other person who is accusing you, and it's like you're trying to prove yourself right.
What if you know the accusation? Maybe wamesema umeiba. Na maybe mwenye anakuaccuse hapo na nia yake anataka kumake sure kama umeumia. Na anasema umeiba, but wewe unajua vizuri haukuiba. Then umewekwa maybe mbele ya judge. Will you be silent wakati mtu anasema umeiba? Unajua kwamba unaweza jipata prison.
Silence itself is actually a defense. So you can decide that I will be silent on this one here, whatever happens, because I have nothing to, defend myself about it.
So you can choose to be silent.
Yeah, you can choose to be silent. Now, leo nataka tuende kwa the scriptures.
Now the scriptures.
Yes. Na nataka tuende kwanza kwa Psalms. Si Jesus ametuambia pale in our intro,
part of the scriptures.
Is part of the scriptures that actually prove that he's actually the Messiah. I want us to go to Psalms 109.
Psalms 109.
Yes. I want us to read from verse number 1 up to verse number 4.
Psalms 109, verse 1 to verse number 4. Inasema hivi. Do not keep silent, O God of my praise. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful have opened against me. So it's a prayer. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. Where we are.
Right where we were.
They are speaking against me. So whatever they are saying is against me, but they are using a lying tongue. Verse 3. They have also surrounded me with sword of hatred.
They have surrounded me with swords of hatred.
So is whatever they are, is the accusation being driven by hatred?
Yes.
That's what he said. And fought against me without a cause.
Without
case. In return for my love, they are my accusers. In return for my love, they are my accusers. But I give myself to prayer.
I only give myself to prayer. So I'll not answer to their accusation. I only give myself to prayer.
Instead of trying
engaging
to answer,
them.
I focus
on praying for them. Now, David is a prophet. Okay? And he's prophesying here about the Messiah who would come. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and that now, these are the words that he's now saying that will happen to the Messiah. All right? That, instead of him answering to their accusation, he will only pray. So he will not answer to the accusation. He'll only be praying for them.
If this is about Christ, then this is Christ praying, and this is what Christ is saying. Do not be silent, O God of my praise.
Yes, yes.
Why? For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful have opened against me.
They have opened against me.
Because the mouth of the deceitful and the mouth of the wicked have opened against me. Then anasema hivi, they have spoken against me with a lying tongue, and they have also surrounded me with words words of hatred.
With words of hatred,
and fought against me without a cause.
They have fought with me without a cause. And they have no tangible evidence for what they are actually doing.
So hii deceitfulness yote, lying tongue na hatred haina sababu.
Haina sababu.
Then anasema yeye, in return for my love, they are my accusers. So inamaanisha ni watu ambao alikuwa amewaonesha upendo. That was to happen to Christ. So inamaanisha kwamba Christ was to be accused by people that had showed them love.
Yes.
So in return for my love, they turn out to be my accusers.
Exactly. Now we are reading this so that just as Jesus himself indicated that there are things that are written about him in both the law of Moses, the prophet, and the Psalms that concern him, so that we'll now be able to go and see whether he fits in those descriptions. Yes.
So, meaning this is one of the places where the Psalms spoke about. The Psalms spoke about the Christ.
The Christ.
That's good.
Now I want us to also go elsewhere. Now in the prophet, remember, si Jesus ametuambia ni mahali tatu, mahali pime.
Psalms,
prophet, and the law of Moses. We may not go to the law of Moses today, but I want us to also go to the prophets, and I want us to go to prophet Isaiah.
Prophet Isaiah.
Yes.
Isaiah ngapi?
Isaiah 53.
Isaiah 53.
I want us to read from verse 7 and verse number 8.
Verse 7, Isaiah 53, and verse number 8. He was oppressed and he was afflicted.
He was oppressed and afflicted.
The question is who? Yet he opened not his mouth. I feel like Isaiah is not speaking about himself, because I was.
Yes.
But he was.
He was.
It's like he's speaking about another person.
Yes. In fact, it's only because of maybe the time that we have to do this exposition, we could have moved a little behind there. To maybe even chapter number 52, and we flow down. But then we need to understand here that Isaiah again here is actually a prophet, and he's prophesying about one who would come.
Also, he's speaking about a person who will come.
Yes.
And now he's speaking about things that will happen to him. Because he's saying he was oppressed and he was afflicted. He opened not his mouth. He was led as a lamb to the slaughter. And as a sheep before its shearers is silent.
He is silent.
So he opened not his mouth.
So he is silent even with all that is happening to him. He's silent. He decides to be silent. This person. Now, you can be able now to see the kind of a person that this one was. Yani, ni mtu mwenye mambo yenye anafanya sio mambo ya kawaida ambayo yani you and me would do when we are faced with such as such.
That's why I was asking that question. Because sisi wakati tunapesiwa na some those kind of things, maybe mtu anaongea uongo, anatoa ushahidi uongo kuhusu, tunang'ang'anaga sana kujitetea na kuprove ya wrong, hatujakosea, huyu atanichuki nafanya. But when the Bible said that this guy was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. I can imagine ukiwa mahali unakuwa oppressed and afflicted, utang'ang'ana kujitetea.
I also sometimes try and imagine what was going through him. And all this is happening, and it's like, okay, I choose not to say anything.
So, that he was led as a lamb to the slaughter.
Yes.
Ati kama venye kandama kanaongozako kwenda kuchinjwa, that's how he was led. And kama vile a sheep anakuwa before wale
shearers wananyoa.
So he opened not his mouth.
Hebu imagine umeshikwa mahali na unajua watu wanaenda kukuua. Hata hizo minyororo
inaweza kuwa kamba. Unaweza ng'ang'ana sana kuikata.
Unaweza ng'ang'ana and all that. But you can imagine now, the one that prophet Isaiah is talking about, he chooses to be silent.
Na hiyo ndio swali linapita. Can we call that, is that humility? What do you call that? Because I'm being led like a lamb to be slaughtered. So inamaanisha ya kwamba wananibeba wanaenda kunimaliza. But nimetulia tu. Nimetulia kama vile kondoo inatulia wakati inanyolewa. So inamaanisha kwamba unapelekwa to a bad destination.
Yes.
But you are choosing to be silent.
To be silent.
Is that wisdom or humility? What do you call that?
I think a combination of all that. A combination of all that. Because you see, yeye ana choose to wacha tu ninyamaze. But I think there is something that he knew that you and me at this point may not have known.
The reason why.
Why he chooses to be silent. kwa sababu it's not a normal human behavior.
Respond.
Is,
That's how watu wengi
yes,
wanasema watu wengi
yeah, yeah. So the response is actually anti what the human would actually do.
Yeah, because I imagine maybe mtu ameshikwa na kidnappers. And then anajua kwamba hao kidnappers hata wako wanasema wazi ya kwamba hautarudi nyumbani. This and this. Tunaniambia mtu anakuwa amekaa hivi akiambia mwisho wake. You will try to save yourself.
You will try by whatever means.
Even to offer them kama unaweza wapea pesa.
Ama
nini naweza fanya at least
muniachilie.
But now huyu the Christ ya kwamba ako silent before his accusers, na Psalms imetuambia kwamba instead of defending himself, he's using that time to pray
for them.
I think naona ya kwamba that's a different character.
It's a totally different character. It's a totally different character. Now, let's still go back to the Psalms. I want us to, Psalm 69.
The same Psalm 69.
Psalm 69, yes. Psalm 69. I only want us to read verse number 4. Psalm 69.
Verse 4.
Psalm 69 verse 4.
Inasema hivi. Those who hate me without a those who hate me without a case, a cause, are more than the hairs of my head.
They are very many.
Yani, hata si ni wengi, ni wengi zaidi.
Kushinda.
Those who hate me without a cause are more than the hair of my head. They are mighty who will destroy me. Being my enemies wrongfully.
Being my enemy wrongfully.
Though I have stolen nothing, I still must restore it.
Though I have stolen nothing, I must still restore it. Look at just the humility of this person. Okay? That he chooses, instead of, arguing with all these people and doing what a normal human being would do, he chooses to behave otherwise. Differently.
Kwa sababu nimesema ati wale ambao wananichukia bila sababu ni wengi kuliko nywele za kichwa changu, na wako na nguvu sana hata ya kunidestroy. Lakini wamefanyika maadui wangu, being my enemies
wrongfully.
The reason why they have become my enemies is wrong reason. Though I have stolen, hata kama sijaiba kitu yao, wanataka nilipe.
Though I am innocent, hakuna kitu nimechukua yao, they have just chosen to pay.
So tumesoma Psalms 2, tumesoma Isaiah, na tumeona ya kwamba it is true. Those prophecies speaking about Christ, then it is a good, it is evident kwamba the Messiah was to be silent before his accuser. Kwamba kile kilifanya nyamaze wakati anakuwa accused ama wakati anakuwa falsely accused, inaweza kuwa ni tumesema kwamba inaweza kuwa ni hatuwezi sababu yake for now, but inaweza kuwa ni because of wisdom, because I think wakati unanyamaza is also a kind of a wisdom.
It's a strength.
It's a strength.
Yes.
Na pia unaweza kuwa because it's a sign of humility. But my question is, sisi ambao tunamwamini, sisi ambao tunafaa kumuiga, is that the same thing you're supposed to learn from him?
Oh yes. Imagine, yes.
You want to tell me kwamba believers can be silent when they are being falsely accused?
That is what we yes, it is possible. Christ became that, and we are actually supposed to be his imitators
of that.
Yes. No wonder tunaambiwa this path is very narrow. Ni kanjia kembamba sana. Where people must squeeze through. Yani sio ati ni
tunaenda kama umejaa kama pausa.
Hapana, ni nyembamba sana. That's why, by the way,
there's something you have to lose, to shed off.
Exactly.
For you to go through this path.
Yes. Remember, we are looking at what was prophesied about the Christ. But we want to see now if Jesus is actually fitting.
Because Jesus claimed he is
Yes.
the Christ.
Yes.
But we want
To see whether he
if
fits.
he's fitting.
Yes. From what we have read. Remember we said that there are things that are written about him in the law of Moses, in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning him. And there are many. And that's why we have we are only doing a few here, where he would be silent
before his
accusers. Now let's go to the book of Matthew. Yes. The book of Matthew, chapter number 27. Chapter number 27. Matthew chapter number 27. I want us to read from verse 11 to 14.
Matthew 27
from 11 to 14.
Now Jesus stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, saying, Are you the king of the Jews?
Hold it there. So Jesus is before the governor. Now, remember he's being asked a question. Okay? Are you the king of the Jews?
By the governor.
By the governor.
Now, who is the governor?
The governor in this place is actually Pilate.
So Pilate is the governor.
Yes.
Now asking Jesus, are you the king of the Jews?
What does
Jesus say to him? It is as you say.
It is as you say.
It is true.
It is true.
King of the Jews.
Yes. Let's go.
And while he was being accused by the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing.
Look at this. So there is a question that he has been asked by the king, right? And there is a question that, there is an accusation that is being brought by the high priest. All right. Now I want you to read that accusation of the chief priests.
And while he was being accused by the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing.
He answered nothing.
What are they accusing him of?
There are many accusations that they have brought across to him, but then he chooses just to be silent.
When he was asked a question by the governor, are you the king of the Jews?
That one he answered. Yes.
But when he is being accused by the chief priests and the elders, he answered nothing. Then Pilate said to him, do you not hear how many things they testify against? Meaning the accusation the governor. And then Pilate said to him, do you not hear how many things? So it's not one accusation.
Now, I think the important thing here is, remember, he chooses not to answer. No wonder now Pilate is telling him, don't you hear?
You're not seeing.
Anyway, I was
They are accusing you of a lot of
you are supposed to say something about this accusation. But he was silent. Now, who is this? Because
I'm not to understand. We are talking about Jesus.
Yes.
Na tumeona kwamba alipoulizwa swali na Pilate about the governor, amesema swali ilikuwa, are you the king of the Jews? And he answered and said,
as you have said. Yes.
But when he was being accused by the chief priests and the elders, he answered nothing. To the point that Pilate akamuuliza, do you not hear how many things they testify against you? But he answered him not a word. So that the governor marveled greatly.
Akashindwa, huyu mtu haongei. Hata wakati mimi namuuliza kwa nini you are not answering to this, yet my question that I asked you, whether you are the king of the Jews, you answered. But the accusations are na hii accusation hauongei.
So kile kinashangaza Pilate, the governor, is that he is being accused, but he's not defending himself.
Yes.
He's not even opening his mouth to say whether it is true or it is not true.
Yes.
But so are you the king of the Jews?
It is true.
Now, tukipitia kwa scripture tuliona ya kwamba he was to be the Messiah, ama the Christ, was to be silent
before his accusers. Yes.
If what you're trying to say is that Jesus is the one who was falsely accused in Isaiah, are you calling the chief priests and the elders the accusers?
Oh yes, they are the accusers.
of the Christ.
Oh,
Jesus is the Christ.
Of the Christ, yes. If we now look at the text that we are reading here and we compare to what we have read in the scriptures, we can be able to see there is something that is in agreement here. Sinakubaliana?
The prophecy was the one who was to be the Messiah was to be silent when he's being accused.
Yes.
And you see the same thing happening to Jesus.
To Jesus.
He's silent when he's being accused.
Yes.
That test, yeah. But now
being silent.
He's silent. But ninakuwa hapa kwa the chief priest and the elders. The chief priest naona kama ni watu ambao naweza sema kama ndio the religious leaders.
Yes, of them. Yeah, of that time, yes. They were the ones.
So niulize hivi kimaliza. Na ni swali nilianza kuuliza ndio niliuliza hata kama mtazamaji wetu tukianza. If umejipata in a place ambapo unakuwa falsely accused. Maybe tunaweza kosa kujibu na but ningependa mtazamaji pia ajibu. Kama leo ungejipata in a place where Yesu alipata. Where people are coming, watu ambao wamena heshima zao na wanakuja wanatoa false accusation against you. Ama wakati you are being accused falsely. How do you behave? How do you respond? Can you choose to be silent like Jesus? Unajua kuna verse Yesu anasema ukipigwa this other side
patiana ingine.
Do you think it has happened for believers? Do you think that it is possible for a believer wa leo kupatiana the other side after urongo wa this side?
Ni ngumu, but that should actually what we should achieve.
Now that's
we should grow there.
That's the life you're supposed to believe.
We should grow there. We should grow there.
That's the kind of a life.
A point where you are slapped on this side and you give your other cheek for the slap. Now let's maybe go and see another fulfillment. Let's go to the book of Luke. Luke chapter number 23. Luke chapter number 23. I want us to read from verse 13 to 23. 23 from 13.
Luke 23. Another 20 from 13.
From verse 13, yes.
13 to
23.
Or Luke 23, 13 to 23.
What does it say?
Then Pilate, now the governor, when he had called together the chief priests, the rulers, and the people, said to them, you have brought this man to me as one who has misled the people, and indeed, having examined him in your presence, I found no fault in this man concerning those things of which you accuse him of.
All the accusations that you have brought up against him, I have scrutinized them and I find none.
So he's telling the chief priests, the rulers, and the people.
Yes.
Now the man here is Jesus. Verse 15. No, neither did Herod, for I sent you back to him, and indeed, nothing deserving of death has been done by him.
So both the governor and the king hana lawama.
Ile accusation imeletwa against him haisi ukweli. I will therefore chastise him
nitamchapa kiboko
and release him.
Na nimwachilie.
For it was necessary for him to release one to them at the feast.
At the feast, yes.
And they all cried out at once, saying, away with this man and release to us Barabbas. Now the man wanasema away with him is Jesus.
It's Jesus, yes.
Who had been Barabbas who had been thrown into prison for a certain rebellion made in the city and for murder. So rebellion and murder.
Accusation.
Verse 20. Pilate therefore wished to release Jesus again. Pilate therefore wishing to release Jesus again called out to them, but they shouted, saying, crucify him.
Crucify him.
Then he said to them at that time, why, what evil has he done? I have found no reason for death in him. I will therefore chastise him and let him go. But they were insistent demanding with loud voices that he be crucified. And the voice of this man and of the chief priest prevailed.
Sauti yao ikaprevail.
So akakubali maneno. So Pilate gave
That's verse number?
Verse 24.
Oh, no, we want it. Okay, let's go.
So Pilate gave sentence that it should be as they requested.
Now, we again see here that we are talking about Jesus. Remember, now Luke has written the same story that we read from Matthew. But now that is his perspective of what actually happened to Jesus. And we have seen that he actually fits in the descriptions of what we read from the prophecies in the Psalms. And remember, we also read from the prophets. Okay? That indeed he was actually to be silent. But finally, maybe allow us to just go to Mark, the book of Mark.
So we have seen the account of Matthew.
Yes.
The account of
Luke. Now let's look at the account of Mark.
Which Mark?
Mark chapter number 14.
Mark 14.
I want us to look from 55 around 65 there.
55 December. Now the chief priest and all the council sought testimony against Jesus to put him to death, but found none. So that one of the false witness. For many bore false witness against him, but their testimony did not agree.
Did not agree.
And some rose up and bore false witness against him, saying, "We heard him say,
we heard him say,
I will destroy this temple made with hands." And within 3 days, I will build another made without hands.
That's a false accusation. That they are okay.
But not even then did their testimony agree. And the high priest stood up in the midst and asked Jesus, saying, "Do you answer nothing? What is this? What is it this man testify against you?" But he kept silent.
He kept silent.
And answered nothing.
He kept silent and answered nothing. Now, who is this we are talking about here? Jesus. What did we read in the scriptures? That the Messiah would be silent before his
accusers. The Messiah would be silent before his accusers, both in Psalms
and even the Isaiah. So now we can be able to see here that Jesus is fitting the description of the Messiah that we have actually read.
So it means we can agree with Jesus that when he says he is the Christ, we can say he is truly the Christ. Not because of his testimony, whatever he's testifying about himself, but also tukiangalia the prophecy na descriptions na whatever is happening in maisha Yesu.
Yes.
Tuna kwamba he matches the whatever was spoken.
Yeah.
And he's truly the Christ.
He's truly the Christ.